This is body odor vlog. I don't know if this is 23 or 24, but I have a lot to go through because I said I will make a list of things to talk about. I don't know if this thing is gonna overheat, but we gotta go through it. I'm gonna try to do it in under 10 minutes because there's a lot of things I didn't talk about last week. And I never really got into like the Bruce Leroy interview, and I don't even have any notes for it. But Bruce Leroy interview, let's go into that. That happened, I think that happened like 2 weeks ago, didn't it? I think it happened 2 weeks ago, and I never really talked about that at all. I never really talked about the first interview with Ben either. All I said was this pretty cool. And the same way, I feel like with Bruce Leroy, it feels pretty cool. It was dope that he was able to stop by and talk to me or some shit like that. I had a better understanding of what PATM was, and I mean I already knew it was like allergic reactions and stuff like that, but I don't know. It was just like him having a PATM and then having like a fecal odor, and then him saying that like probiotics messed him up. Is that my phone? Fuck the phone. Anyways, him having probiotics and that messed him up. Maybe I should close the door. Hold on a second here. Fuck. Yep. Okay. Yeah, him saying that probiotics messed him up, which was very interesting because in my perspective, probiotics did a lot. I have like a lot of positive experiences, and then I have some that are just like, they're not bad experiences. It's just like it just didn't do shit. It just didn't do shit at all. And I think that's because maybe like the bad bacteria is just overwhelming, that it couldn't really combat all the bad bacteria that's down there. So even if I pop like 8 pills, it's not going to do anything. It's going to be completely ineffective to like the swarm of bad bacteria that's giving me just the extra funk for the day. But yeah, hearing him say that he had bad experiences with probiotics was interesting. Now I do know that with not kefir. Yeah, I do know like yeah, kefir or a lot of like probiotics that contain milk, that made me smell bad, or I got worse reactions with that. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case with him. But in terms of just like capsule forms, there were some instances where all I did was take 2 capsules. I remember this one situation in college, or this was winter break, and I had to go back. On this bus with all these college students to go back to FAMU, and I took these 2 capsules, right? And the thing is, people acted as if I was normal. I didn't get any reactions at all. And that was like the craziest thing in the world to me. I was like, whoa, that's fucking crazy, right? So I think, hearing other people say, oh yeah, probiotics did bad stuff to me or made me worse, it makes me feel like this shit is so complex. Everybody is such an individual, or everybody's body is just so, it's just wired differently. Holy crap. It's just wired differently. So if I do this thing, I see this amount of effective results, but if another person did the same thing, it might worsen their condition. So that's interesting that he said that stuff. I think that was one of the most interesting things. And here's another thing I forgot to say. I really wanted to ask him a lot about like MMA things, like, because I think that's such an unusual hobby. Like most people don't say, oh yeah, my hobby is to get punched in the face. So I was like, I want to talk about how he gets punched in the face. He get hit in the face, like, you know what I mean? Does he know how to grapple? How many losses did he have? Is he competent? Can he do a spinning back kick? Like fighter shit. I mean, I'm not really into like MMA, but I like boxing, and I'm not even really into boxing, but I like sports. So I was mad that I never really touched on that a lot. And I guess I had to go to like the interview, which was the 3rd interview. And with the Bruce Lee interview, or all the interviews, I really wanted to start thinking about having not concise, but having a regular set amount of questions I ask every interviewer, because I have this idea in my head about asking similar questions, like if you have T-Mal and like what type of products you use. I feel like if I get a large amount of people telling me what products they use, and I take notes on these types of products that they use, I could take notes on what foods they say make them smell bad or make them smell worse. I feel like at the end of the month, I could probably create like some type of chart or some type of PDF where it shows like the top 5 recommended products to use or recommended things to reduce the odor, whether you have bad breath, whether you have T-Mal, whether you have fecal body odor or something else. I could probably comprise a list of the top 5 recommended products, the top 5 recommended things to do to reduce the odor, the top 5 things that make the odor worse, and people can download this information for free. I was really thinking about trying to like do stuff like that. I don't really have any. Do I have anything I want to talk about in terms of Ant's interview? Yeah, I just think it was very interesting to talk to a bad breath. Damn, it's already overheating. It's already overheating. Fuck this camera, bro. Fuck this camera. If you ever, anybody watching this, if you're ever thinking about buying a Sony Power, is it called Power Shop? No, it's called a Sony Alpha 5100 for video camera. Do not buy this thing. Do not buy it for specifically recording videos. It might look good, it might go with 60 frames per second, but boy, it overheats like a bitch. So do not buy this camera. I'm thinking about buying another camera, and it actually this costs like $480 in total. The other camera costs like $339, and it comes with a gang of different types of additional features that you can put. And it's a camcorder. This is a digital camera. The one I want to buy is a camcorder, and I actually saw video footage of what it looks like when it's rendered on the screen, and it looks really fucking good. Maybe not as, it doesn't have the ability to adjust in terms of low lighting, but it's not going to overheat in less than 7 minutes. So what was I going to say with Ant? I thought it was interesting that like the only solution he has is coconut oil to swish in his mouth in order to reduce the bad breath. I do want to interview more bad breath people, because I'm pretty sure there's like other products or other methods that people have learned over the years to, you know, reduce it or, you know, minimize the weird odor that's coming out of his breath. In addition to that, he said like, he says that no one actually ever heard of him. No one actually, he never overheard anybody say that he smelled bad or his breath smelled bad. But at the same time, he does see people do like this or, you know, hold their nose and shit. So I was thinking to myself, maybe it's like, it just irritates their nose. It doesn't actually have an odor in itself, but it irritates their nose. Just like with PAT and like this skin gas, the gas that comes out their skin just irritates their senses, which makes them, you know, sneeze or have a runny nose or something like that. I don't know. But let's go down the list. It's already fucking 7 minutes. It's probably 8 minutes now. Oh, okay. So the next thing I want to talk about is my car broke down, which is fucking, it's just great. I quit my fucking job like a month ago, and now everything starts to break down. Like, I had this funny thing, like, when my computer broke, I had this thing in my head where I was thinking to myself, damn, my fucking cat died in November, my fucking computer broke or is having some errors. And I'm thinking to myself, like, everything that starts with a C is starting to just fucking die. My cat died, that starts with a C. My computer died, that starts with a C. And now, my car died. And now I have to pay money and I don't have a job right now. Everything that starts with a C is dying in my area. Is dying. Anything that I own or I love is dying, and it starts with a C. And hopefully nothing else dies that starts with a C. My camera's probably gonna die at 80 minutes. At 80 minutes now, because it's already giving me signs that it's overheating. So fuck the camera. That's another thing. It's just now I have to go to. Now I gotta go to the fucking Firestone or some type of place to get it looked at because it could be the battery, it could be the transistor, it could be some other horse shit, I don't know. So then I have to spend hundreds of dollars to fix that. First I have to get it examined, and to replace that, it's gonna cost hundreds of dollars, and it's like, fuck this stupid shit, man. So fucking tired of this, man. And the next thing on the list. Okay, I talked to this guy. And he's from Australia. And I met him from like Bad Breath and Body Odor Pro boards. In any case, this guy emailed me. You know, we were talking a little bit. I don't really chat with him so much, and I only chat with him through email. But he emailed me last week and he said, "Hey, are you the guy who's doing those interviews and you're wearing that white polo shirt?" And I was like, "Why, yes it is," right? Like, well, this is weird, right? And he was like, "Yeah, I just saw you. And I saw you on the Meebo page. Because I regularly check Meebo, and I think that's great that you're doing all these types of things for Bad Breath, or bringing more awareness to PATM and TMAL." And I'm like, "Wait, what?" And then I had to go into the Meebo page and look into that shit, and my black ass was there. My black ass was there on the home page, looking fucking stupid. I have like the stupidest screenshot on the Bad Breath and Body Odor, the second interview. I'm like, with the microphone's like right here, and like, you know, and it's like, what the fuck is going on here? And this leads me to another topic, which is like, I actually did some simple shit where I decided to, I was just curious, like, how, I wonder where I don't know, I was just curious. So I went into Google, I went into YouTube and put body odor. And when I put body odor, my video is the second video to see. Is the second video you see in the fucking search results on YouTube. If you just type in body odor, I encourage people to look at this. At least for when I do it, the second video I see is me. And then when I put T-Mal, the second video is me too. I'm like on the second level. I'm the second level of T-Mal. If you just put T-Mal, I'm gonna be the second option to choose. And if you choose look into body odor, I'll be the second option to choose. And I find this shit interesting simply because I'm in 12 minutes. I find it very interesting simply because I'm showing my fucking face. I'm showing my fucking face. And the reason why I'm saying this is, a couple of weeks ago, like, I was thinking to myself, man, why don't people want to show their fucking faces, right? It's on YouTube. Like, why do people don't want to show their faces? I only have like 100 subscribers. I don't think it's really going to pop off. It's really going to get so big. So why don't people want to show their faces? Because I don't think it's ever going to even be shown or be present in any type of body odor, in any type of, it's never going to get enough notoriety for people to actually see your face. But apparently, these T-Mal, Friday Night T-Mal body odor interviews are so popular. It came out 3 weeks ago, and my shit is the second selected video to watch when you put body odor in the search forms on YouTube or T-Mal on YouTube. That is like, I don't, it just makes me think to myself, damn, this might fuck me up in the end. Like, it might fuck me up in the end, because it's not just like me just interviewing people with these vlogs. I say some real shit. So if I don't like my boss, I'd be like, oh yeah, fuck that boss from 123 Main Street and so forth. They could probably stumble upon it because this video, or at least my channel, gets so much notoriety that it's like in the top 5 search results